guess the solution to that is not to speak, huh? I got nothing. Let's see.
Ends the chit chat.
Well, good evening. Welcome to the York City Historical Architectural Review Board meeting of Thursday, August the 10th. My name's Craig Zumbrun, and I chair the organization. We'll have the roll call. Mr. Kunkel.
Here.
Ms. Podorf is absent. Mr. Skian.
Here.
Mr. Schurmeyer.
Here.
Ms. McLean-Gross, absent. Mr. Buffington.
Here.
Mr. Gifford. Ms. Linda Hinsel, absent. Could we have a motion to consider the minutes of the previous meeting?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion's approved. I don't believe we have any current unfinished business. There's nothing on the agenda. We'll go right into new business. The first case tonight is 27 East King Street. A new blade sign is proposed for a building exterior 30 feet by 11-foot guitar shop with Knowles Rack LLC logo.
That should be Knowles Rock LLC.
Yeah, I thought it was for bicycles. It's Knowles Rock LLC logo, and I'm guessing you might be the applicant? What would you like to tell us about the sign and the
So all of the specs were in the attached proof from the sign company. It is shaped like a guitar, and it has the Knowles Rock Shop LLC logo on both sides. It would hang from the exterior of the building, similar to our neighbors' World Grills.
and there's no
Lighting.
no lighting?
Correct.
Yeah, I think this is appropriate, so nobody else has anything. I would make a motion that we approve the application as submitted.
I would second that. Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. Thank you very much, and good luck with your project.
Thank you very much.
Just need a moment to make some notes. Excuse me.
Didn't actually say what the bracket is. This aimed out. Yeah, it's
I'm
aimed
pretty
out.
sure it's on the underside of the lintel over the storefront.
It's parallel to the building.
I was thinking that. I wasn't gonna, think it was gonna jut out of the, it's like 3 or 4 feet.
Mark, is this sign's parallel to the building?
I wonder if he's hanging it in the entryway or how he's hanging it, but
I wasn't thinking that the neck was gonna stick out.
yeah, I would
Maybe
think
too
it.
far. It's like,
Yeah.
what do they say, 68 inches?
Because it has 2 chains on it now, unless they put a bracket up, but, which he didn't submit to us, but yeah, maybe we should ask him a little more, but that's all right. I think it'll be fine.
Next case is 442 West Market Street. The project is to replace 6 windows All windows are double hung 1 by 1 with white exteriors. 2 windows on the first floor will be 42 1/4 by 76 1/2 inches. 1 window on the second floor will be 39 7/8 inches by 74 inches. 3 windows on the third floor will be 39 3/4 by 68 7/8. Some windows are inoperable and in poor condition. Sash and frames are constructed using Fibrix materials. Someone here to discuss that project? Okay. You want to just walk us through it in addition to the details that were just read?
So Renewal by Anderson, where we use a composite material made up of 40% wood, 60% polymers. So it is very original looking to a painted wood window. I did bring some samples if you wanted to see it. We do a lot of work in Carlisle and in Harrisburg in their HARB districts. Never requires painting. What we do is we remove the old components of those windows and then custom make and set inside the existing frames so we don't disturb any exterior trim. We don't have to disturb any interior trim because we'll never be able to match it at this point. Generally, we don't cap the exterior frames in aluminum. Most HARB districts want us to leave that existing wood trim as long as it's in decent condition and can be repaired and restored. We usually leave that untouched. We just finish right to it to seal the window off.
Yep, and that's what we'd look for. Yeah, and I'll mention to the board that the Fibrix material, we've approved that before. And I believe the Anderson A series, which is Fibrix on the outside and wood on the inside, passes, or it can be used in historic preservation tax credit projects, where if it's wood, they want wood also on the inside, but we don't care about that here, so we don't deal with the inside. So I think the all Fibrix has the same look, and that'd be fine.
Yeah.
And they're all 1/1.
Yeah, there was no, I had the project file. There was no dividers. There wasn't any individual pane glass, so it was just, there was no grills in it. Let me pull the,
Yeah, let's bring up a picture of the building, looked at it.
Yeah, pictures are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I have street view.
He's a private contractor.
it's not my customer. That rep was training in Altoona, so he's driving back, so I'm kind of filling in for him. I have all the information on the project. I believe that they were doing a lot of renovations there. They just weren't tackling the windows from talking with the original rep.
His garage is across from my garage
Okay.
in that alley. And I know his name's Lewis.
Yeah.
My address is 442 West Philadelphia, so
Okay.
it's gotta be him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the building,
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
know
but you're
that.
not Lewis.
20th century.
Who's the Lewis I'm thinking about?
It's a nice building. But yeah, that will work here.
Pulls his black truck up and
Is there a problem here?
the guy I always associated with that black truck and that garage, he sort of looked Hispanic to me. Is that somebody who works for you?
He doesn't have a black truck, but the guy that works for me is Hispanic.
Oh, yeah, that's,
Okay.
He has a white truck.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. And a big trailer?
Oh, no, we're talking about season.
So,
Where do you live?
what-
What's your background?
I live, same number, 442, but on West Philadelphia Street. So in my alley,
You see, his name is Caesar. He has a black truck with the wagon, with the,
trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
That's, Caesar.
it's a neat looking place.
So his address is in 442. He's, what is he, 444?
No, 443.
443,
Okay,
no, 445.
okay.
That's-
so what's that have to do with this?
Well, just that I was relating on a down-to-earth level.
I would,
Uh-huh, okay.
Next time, bring donuts.
I would move that we approve as submitted.
I will, Go ahead. You jumped ahead of me.
I'll
Second.
second that.
Moved and seconded to approve the application as submitted.
Scan.
Mark Skin. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? Hearing none, the motion's approved. Thank you. Good luck
Does
with the
that go
project.
to city council then?
City council will,
So it will go to city council tonight. It'll be on tomorrow night's thing.
It'll be on tomorrow night's.
Yeah, you don't have to show up for city council. So it'll be automatically approved for city council.
next case is 45 East King Street, second floor deck structures proposed. Wanna just
we're not really
give us
proposing
more
the deck.
details?
Not really proposing the deck. The deck's already there, just proposing a few alterations that the inspector complained about.
Okay,
So, there's pictures of the deck. Put my notes.
Just a picture.
Oh, okay, there's a picture, thank you, a picture of the deck. And so the drawing, I hired a structural engineer, and in the bubble part is the part of the changes that we're supposed to make.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a very highly visible. It's only kind of visible because all the buildings on the alley been torn out, right?
right.
Yeah. I mean, if that's kind of what it exists, you're kind of just replacing what's there.
No, we're putting a footer on the right-hand side, and we're
Oh.
putting, let me see what, it's like 3 things. Oh, you know what? We did it 2 by 8. The guy did it by 2 by 8, and he wants us to change it to 2 by 12 with the supporting beam going across.
The engineer does.
Yeah, the engineer.
Okay.
Because of the height.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And I think
Okay.
there was one other change. Oh, threaded rod and adhesive in 2 spots into the brick.
And pretty much it's going to look the same.
Oh, yeah, it's going to look the same.
Yeah, which is kind of what we're concerned about. I mean, it's really in-kind replacement.
Yep.
I mean, it's a kind of a new deck, but it, you know,
Yeah, but the inspector didn't like it.
yeah.
This was a part of this new project, correct?
Yeah, well, we use the cantilevers. There were cantilevers coming out, so we tore off the old deck and we sistered into the old cantilevers just a couple spots, and then there was no supports touching the ground. They were angled
Well,
in.
he still wants you to put threaded rod back into the building.
The the engineer.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I mean, yeah.
Now, he's still showing
Underneath the second floor deck,
I'm sorry, pardon me.
underneath the second floor deck.
Underneath the second floor. Yeah,
He's-
where it's attached to the building.
he's showing 12-inch concrete piers footings, but he's still showing 4x4 posts. The
Yeah,
structural engineer.
he was okay with the 4x4 post.
Yeah, it's just the footings like a sonotube or something down at the ground, which really won't be visible.
12 inches, that's not.
No, 12 by 12 by.
12 diameter.
Oh, okay.
Diameter. Yeah. And the other one is 12 or 12 by one's 12 by 12 on the right, the other one on the left. I don't know why it has 2 different ones. It's
Well, because
12-inch
the one we
diameter.
already did.
Huh?
We did the one on the left.
Oh.
The one on the right wasn't done. They just attached. They attached it. I didn't do the work. I hired somebody to do the work.
Right, right.
And so when he did the work, he attached it to the building where the metal siding is. It's attached to the building, so it's actually just. I don't know. Maybe it's off the ground by a 1/4 inch.
Okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, the posts stay the same. I mean, virtually everything's going to stay the same as the way it looks. So it's like,
Everything you're doing is just structural,
yeah.
Yeah.
nothing that's even visible.
Dazzles me,
really.
he's making him put that embedded rod, threaded rod in, since that was sistered on the cantilevered.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the engineers doing that. Yeah, well, that's to tie it, to keep it from coming away from the building.
Yeah, but he's only embedding it in adhesive
Yeah,
rather than run it.
yeah, which doesn't, you'd think you'd want to run it through and
it's
put something
sister
either
to
end of
the-
it.
To the cantilever joystick back into the house.
House
So that's
anyway,
what-
yeah.
That kind of dazzles me, but, oh well. He's the
Well,
engineer,
he's an
I'm
engineer
not.
seal on it, yeah, it's
Well-
not, yeah. Anyway, and it's not our, I mean, we're really concerned by the look of it, and the look of it's gonna stay the same. It's
Yeah, I-
not, it's not historic now, so, you know, it's not the historic porch,
There's George Street on that picture.
and it's really not very visible.
I'll make a motion that we accept this proposal as submitted.
I'll second.
East King. George is.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings from this photograph. It's not visible from King Street, but what's behind here, this opened area?
That's the yard of the church behind the Yorktown.
Oh, the,
It's sort of visible
It's kind
from
of visible
court,
from
right?
Court.
Church is.
Yeah,
This is the Roy Easy Insurance Agency that he's doing the big job on.
okay.
But the point is,
If it's not
it's gonna
visible,
be, it's going to look the same
as it does now.
as it does now.
And it's barely visible from court, and I know at one point with the Yorktown, they wanted to do something else in that parking lot and behind the church, and, you know, if they ever build anything back there again, then it won't be visible at all. So it's really, yeah.
okay.
Or they're gonna tear this deck down anyway.
So it's been moved,
Well, they tore the back off the church.
Right.
Yeah.
moved and seconded to approve the application as presented. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Any opposed or abstaining? Motion approved, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Chad, what happens is, I send, when city council gives me their approval ones back, I send them to Charlie. And, then she'll just, the applicant, or the permit things, or whatever, she just leaves
I did enjoy your picture.
them going.
Oh,
I was watching a good deal, prepping.
You gotta get them done, I got downsized, so I can just walk across the street to work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even look to see who the engineer was, but.
Yeah, that's what I was like, it looks so nice, and when I walk by there, I always look there. Yep, I was like, I thought I'd see you
you know,
I've seen you.
everybody does this the same way,
for a
but
while, for a long time. It's going good.
20 slides are on my computer.
With me too,
All I have to do is sit
whatever's
there,
wong with my arms and my shoulder, they did 2 neck surgeries, that didn't work.
hit the button,
And today's my birthday, so I'm a year older and none the wiser.
so I was ad-libbing.
Thanks, yeah, to come to the meeting, and went to work today, so.
It would be like,
But oh well, it is what it is, another year. Yep, so I can't wait to see
every
them.
one of my
They
slides
do a grand opening when they're done,
directly
or
pertain.
do I get a tour?
Some people,
Okay.
the
Across
slides
the
have
street.
nothing to
I'm
do
the planner now.
with what they're talking
On
about.
the second, actually, I can see them from my window from my office. Okay, all right.
The only other thing for,
It's a nice neighborhood, and it was a nice.
Did somebody adjourn?
no,
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
the only other thing for presentation, since we're being recorded, is the fact that 32 North Broad Street is being re-roofed, and it was determined that it was replacement in kind and not needing to come before the board, but as a matter of record, we're acknowledging that it was approved by response to city inquiry. And with that, we can stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
The Jeffrey Burtish critic, structural engineering